Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today, as always. Mark Daniels, Mark's Inspiration. And it's a rainy, cloudy day in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world. Last night I was watching the rest of the biography of Elon Musk. And I was thinking, what is the difference between Elon and everyone else, or you or me for that matter? Actually, there is no difference. You might say, well, he has millions of dollars, billions of dollars. Yes, he does. But did he always have that? No, he didn't. He, like you and me, started somewhere. And where did everything that he is doing start? It started in his mind, in his imagination. Guess what? You have one of those too. The only difference between Elon and you is he uses his mind, his imagination, differently than you do. He takes action on those ideas that he has in his mind. Now, your desires may not be his desires. Probably they aren't. But you have a desire within you. And you would not have the desire within you had you not the capability to achieve that. But to achieve it, you have to take action. You have these thoughts within you. Smash that like button. Go ahead, just click it and subscribe and share this with a friend. Okay, so you have those desires, those thoughts within you. Thanks for doing that. What do you do with them? Do you stuff them away? Do you push them down? Do you say to yourself, here's a good one, I can't afford that. I don't have the money to do that. I don't know how to do that. Actually, I'm getting convicted here because I have an idea. I've had it for a couple years, but I'm not quite sure what to do about it. I've taken some action on it, but I really think I could pursue it with more zeal. But, there's that but. Everything that you say before but is negated. Okay, so anyway, this is one reason why I try to help you. Because by me telling you what you need to do or suggesting what you might do, it just tells me, hey buddy, you need to do that yourself. It reinforces in me what I already know. You cannot teach someone something that you haven't got within inside yourself, okay? And you can't teach someone something without it reinforcing or motivating you to do the same thing. It's hard for me to suggest that you do something if I'm not doing that myself. And if I suggest it to you and I'm not doing it, it really kind of convicts me or motivates me. Hey, you need to do that. You're telling these people to do that, and you need to do the same thing also. So back to the script. What is the difference? The only difference is Elon takes action on these ideas. As I watched the biography, a lot of people thought he was crazy for some of the things he did and he wanted to do, his ideas. He almost went bankrupt. He had to borrow money from friends and family. Okay, but you might say, well, he's got friends with money. I don't have anybody. He would have never gotten to that point had he not started off by himself. A lot of people with that much money would have just retired in the south of France or retired in the Caribbean on the beach. But he didn't do that. It's obvious he's not doing what he's doing for money. He gets money from it, but he's not doing it for the money. So what is your motive in doing things? To make money is not as good of a motive as some other motives, like to help people. He reminded me of the story of Henry Ford. Henry Ford wanted and did make an automobile that was affordable for the general public. And that's exactly what he's done with Tesla. I think they said you could buy a Class C, or I'm not sure which one it was, for like $35,000. And he made a reliable car that is fast, comfortable, and dependable. Okay, he bypassed or he got by a lot of the problems that battery operated cars had before. I also saw that he had this solar power panel that you could just mount on the side of the house. Now, he's done things that other people have tried to do, but maybe it was the time. The big businesses, the automobile companies would, I think, push some of these people down that had these ideas or buy them out. But anyway, he pushed through a lot of things. He's had some resistance. I know when he decided to do the SpaceX program or travel to Mars, one of the original astronauts of the Apollo, I think they landed on the moon, he more or less condemned Elon, and Elon actually wanted his approval. So if you think he doesn't get negative feedback or people don't call him crazy or, he has problems just like you and I. The difference is when he gets knocked down, he doesn't stay down. He gets back up and he keeps moving on. He gets back up and he goes on. He presses on. He keeps the vision in the forefront of everything he does. And he doesn't let these things stop him. Sure, he has setbacks, he has disappointments, he has denials, he has delays, but he keeps pressing forward. He keeps the vision first and foremost in his mind. And that's what you and I need to do. We need to keep our vision in the forefront of all we do. And there's times when you're going to get distracted. Either you're moving towards your goals or you're moving away from them. There is no neutral. And I've allowed myself to get distracted before. It usually happens in the form of a beautiful woman. I get focused on going out with her, and all of a sudden my dreams get less important and that woman becomes more important, and that never ends well. Okay, it happens. It can happen to anybody. Maybe yours is you get focused on the money. I've done that too. Anytime I chase anything other than the vision which is within me, things get kind of rough and choppy. Okay, you're not perfect. As soon as you realize you're off track, you need to get yourself back on track, back on pursuing your vision, your purpose, your goals. As a man, that is the most attractive thing to a woman, is a man who is focused on his vision, his purpose. When you focus too much on a woman or money or material things, you're getting out of what really propels you toward a beautiful future. All these other things are complements or additions to a man chasing his vision, his purpose, his passion. That is the only place you're going to find fulfillment. You're not going to find it in relationships. You're not going to find it in money. I've had money, I've had beautiful girls, I've had motorcycles, I've had fast cars. It's almost like we have to go through these things to find out that this is not it. What is it is when you're following your passion, your purpose, when you are pursuing those desires that are within you. And rarely do they have anything to do with money or popularity or a woman or a man if you're a woman. Those things come with the pursuit of your vision. They are additions. They are effects. The cause is within you, and the cause of these things coming into your life, well, it says, someone said somewhere, seek ye first, look for first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. The kingdom of heaven is within you. What is within you that you should be seeking? Everyone seeks things. They look for things out there to bring them fulfillment. But everything you need for fulfillment is within you. That dream, that purpose, that passion. And when you pursue that, when you seek that, all these other things are added unto you. You don't have to go chasing women. You don't have to go chasing money. You don't have to chase fame. You don't have to chase popularity. All these things come to you when you chase that vision which is within you, which is within your kingdom. You're the king of this kingdom. Between your ears and your mind and your imagination, however you want to look at it. You are the king. You decide what is in there. You decide where you go. You can dream anything you desire. Have you forgotten what it was like to be a child? Unless you become as children, you shall not inherit the kingdom. The kingdom is within you. You want to inherit whatever is in your kingdom. You make whatever pictures you have within inside yourself. You create those with your imagination. And that desire within you is there for a reason. And when you chase that, now it's going to take courage. You have to step through the fear. Everything you desire, everything that you really want that will bring you fulfillment is within you. And it lies on the other side of fear. You have to have the courage to step through that. You cannot reach distant shores if you keep your foot on the beach. You have to step out. Many people want success. Many people want extravagant success, but yet they're afraid to leave the safety of the shore. They're afraid to leave their own country. They're afraid to leave what they're comfortable with. But what you are comfortable with will never bring you the adventure, the wonderful life that you came here to live. You have to step out. Are you going to fail? Of course you are. I've failed so many times. I've had 4 failed marriages. But are they really failures? What did I learn from that? Looking back in retrospect, I wouldn't trade those for anything. I learned so much through those terribly painful experiences. I've had my kids taken away 4, 5, 6 times. I can't even count. And my family is the most important thing in my life. My mother was the same way, so I probably picked up that attitude or idea from her. So those were extremely painful situations, but today I have all my kids with me. They've been with me for years. I have no more problems in the court with divorce, custody, false accusations, or any of that. When I was going through it, did I think it was wonderful? No, it was terrible. But God used that, higher power, universe, whatever you want to call it, Luis, used that to make me into the man that I am today, to build my character, to give me integrity, to strengthen me so I can pursue the desires within my heart. I would not be here today talking to you had I not gone through those seemingly horrible experiences at the time. But what some people meant for evil against me or to hurt me, I don't like to use the word evil because it sounds like a religious term. I believe that the good and the bad all lies within us. The same power was in Hitler that was in Gandhi. The same power was in Stalin that was in Mother Teresa. It was a choice of how they used that power. It's the creative power of the universe, and you have that within you. It just depends how you use it and if you use it, or if you allow fear to govern your life. And that is always up to you. That's your choice, just as it is mine. Half the things I do, I'm afraid of. Every day I face fear. Do something today that scares you. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Start with small things. Do something that makes you afraid. When you were young, you weren't afraid to take that bicycle and jump over that ramp, were you? Or to ride fast with no hands? You did all that because you weren't afraid. These fears we learn in life. They say you're only born with 2 fears, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. All these other fears, fear of rejection, fear of whatever, we've learned those things. Well, guess what? You can unlearn them by facing them and overcoming them. Okay? Smash that like button, subscribe, share this with a friend if you think it will be of value to them. Check out my website, marksinspiration.com. Thanks for joining me as always, and welcome to my new subscribers. Tune in Saturday night at 7 o'clock for our live podcast. It's going to be a good one. Have a great day.